Wow, it seems quite impactful, the kind of work that Mary Pharmacy is doing. We've got another launchpad with a disruptive technology in health tech. Let's listen to the impactful work that Ailaaj is doing.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Bilal Mumtaz. I'm the co-founder of Ailaaj, a Fazadeen brand and a health tech platform operating out of Pakistan. So, for those who need just a very brief introduction, Ailaaj was a successful merger between Augment Care Telehealth and Sehat Online Pharmacy. So, that merger ensued that two running business models in the field of health tech would be combined together, synergies would be formed, a team would be expanded, and further developments would be made in the respective e-pharmacy and telemedicine businesses. So without further ado, I just like to share a very basic pitch deck that does not include strategic or financial data to safeguard the confidentiality of in its actuality. So I'll just share my screen. Can everyone hear my screen? Sorry, see my screen? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the tagline we've made for Ailaaj is our nation's lifeline. And what it is, it's a healthcare solution for this integrated healthcare market. So to give a brief overview, with a strong focus on the patient, Ailaaj is on a journey to unify experiences and create a healthcare ecosystem utilizing technology, data, and partnerships. We are currently the leading player in the market with deep insights on healthcare spend and positioned competitively at the nexus of healthcare. The market itself entails that there's around 8.4 billion in dollars in health spend and 3.5 in the pharma market, and a growth rate of around 12% annualized from 2019 to 2023. Total population is 220 million with internet penetration at around 37%. And the corporate market entails 163,000 companies. We're offering our doctor consultations, medicine purchasing, lab tests, and health spend management, which empowers patients to get the quality care that they deserve. We do see the need for raising more finances to continue the efficiency of our operations. So we are doing, in a one-liner, is building a healthcare ecosystem backed by technology, data, and partnerships with the patient journey at its core. $8.5 billion is currently the healthcare market in Pakistan as of 2019, and we rank 154th among 195 countries in terms of quality and accessibility of healthcare. And that is determined by certain factors as to how many pharmacies we have, how many people we have that are digitally connected, and how rapidly we're growing. So current patient journey, as mentioned before, is very complex and really, really scattered in different areas. So in terms of doctor consultations, right now what's happened is the PMDC was split into one just for doctors, which is now known as a PMC, and another one separately for dentists. So it's one doctor for around 1,764 patients in Pakistan, and 45% of the population deprived of health services, as doctors are only concentrated in urban areas. When it comes to medicine purchasing, we see one pharmacy for every 3,238 people in Pakistan, whereas in parallel markets, the ratios are much better. Drugs are not just unavailable, also price increases are happening quite rapidly, and registration has become even more difficult for manufacturers who want to bring products into the country. Alongside this, counseling and awareness of how to use certain medication is more or less non-existent. And over 40% of medicines sold in the Pakistan market are either counterfeit or substandard, or adulterated, or even spurious, to go further from the substandard category. In OPD spend, right, frauds are happening on a regular basis, and productivity losses are the one quantified figure as to how a company is suffering from such discrepancies. And in other words, OPD is actually getting increasingly more difficult to claim because it's all manual. In terms of lab testing, there's a lot of disconnect happening, and technicians generally For a lot of times not knowledgeable, depending on the location where you go. And physical infrastructure of lab collection hasn't really been set up to that extent to scale up demand. So generally speaking, Ailaaj is the answer to the healthcare needs for everyone and everywhere. Our consumer pharmacy has a simplified solution to order authentic medicines at the convenience of every patient. In terms of consultations, right, we are available at the fourth touch point of healthcare. There's a flywheel effect on the e-pharmacy. So Augment Care's app now has an e-pharmacy section to supplement the consultations that you get. We've also started distribution that is known as B2B pharmacy, supplying directly to pharmacies from our distribution setup. And we are connecting patients to different labs and diagnostic centers across the country. So we're also leading the market with deep insights on healthcare spend and our position competitively at the nexus of the healthcare journey. So what that means is, right, when it comes to clinic management, we're supporting businesses, and the telehealth app is there for supporting the patients. For businesses on the pharmacy front, right, we have got the e-pharmacy set up to the e-commerce site and the app, and then we have a B2B website and app for pharmacies that wish to purchase. There's a lab module in place where we're supporting patients and partnering up with different labs and diagnostic centers. And in terms of claims management and claims submission, we're supporting corporations and policyholders alike. And we achieved all this by focusing on product growth and partnerships, as you can see. And this is essentially screenshot of different aspects of the app where you find for telehealth, you get to speak to our payroll doctors. There's a customer journey in place for e-pharmacy as well, and there's also an algorithm in place for conversion of handwritten prescriptions, and even e-prescriptions are automatically offered with a doctor consultation. And the secret of scalability is based on low-cost infrastructure and anchor customer bases to help scale unit economics faster with these metrics, as you can see over here. Channel partners have been very important. We've essentially partnered with these organizations and achieved scale. So with the technology system based on data, a largest patient engagement system is the future of personalized patient care in Pakistan with these metrics, as you see over here. We believe in a technology ecosystem based on data. So enhanced patient communication, reduce administrative mistakes, patient insights for better campaigns, personalized care and security and compliance are key milestones that we've focused on. And with the technology ecosystem, there's a lot that we are doing in terms of getting the right tech to be deployed. In terms of the team, right, there is our CEO who's actually got experience working for Rocket Internet in Dubai. He also managed to launch another telehealth startup before Augment Care in Dubai that successfully scaled to different markets within the MENA region. And he was responsible for launching through Manami Cardwala, which was a digital voucher, slash remittance platform. Myself, I was the co-founder of Sehat, which ended up merging into Ailaaj. My experience encompasses more than 10 years in retail brands, and I've also worked extensively in PR and branding for different startups and conferences in e-commerce, digital health, and female health. CTO has wide experience working from Bangladesh with a telehealth platform that went to scale. The CCO, the Chief Commercial Officer, has been involved at the highest level of the fashion industry and in the retail space as well. Head of e-com has worked with some of the leading digital brands in Pakistan. Our VP of B2B has extensive experience in working with PwC and PTCL, and is an expert in leading SaaS teams for digitization. One of our advisors is the Chief Medical Officer for a group operating in 30 hospitals across India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nigeria, and Kenya, Evercare Hospital, which also has a presence in Lahore. And our warehouse manager has worked with Metro and OLX Group, and he's over there. So the investment ask hasn't been specified, but it will be used for operational costs, technology, marketing, and infrastructure development. So without further ado, that's my pitch.